You have total control over how you experience your reality, and you have completely control over how people show up in your reality. And we are going to talk about this today. Hello everyone, my name is Al and welcome to my channel. I am here making manifesting easier for you, sharing all my tips and advice so that you can use them to create the life you have always dreamed of. And if you're in need of coaching, go to my description box, all information is there. But right now, let's get into today's topic. This video is for anyone working on changing someone in their reality, recreating an SP, a crush, a family member, your boss, a friend or families of friend, it doesn't matter, okay? The way that you recreate one person is the way you recreate them all. And for that, we have to choose to release judgment. The reason why I say this is because what creates hardships in life is our judgment. We think we've got it all figured out. We know how people act. We know what they are supposed to do in certain situations. We think we know how life works. But what we have to realize is that what we know is a version of them. The version that is alive within us. It is the stories that we tell within ourselves about them that create the version that we don't want to have in our reality. So maybe they showed up a certain way once or twice, but your expectation or fear of them acting the same way again and again is what kept you in that reality. Okay, it is what kept recreating what you did not want to experience. Our knowledge about them and how they act towards us is what creates that experience that we are going through. And the more real your beliefs about who they are and how they act are, the more limited they are to that version, the version that you don't want. And the reason is because you are choosing to perceive that person that way. So they have to show up that way. Change is constant and inevitable, but sometimes it's difficult for us to accept that other people can change too. When we know about manifestation, it should become easier because their change depends on our change. As Neville said, you do not have to be concerned about influencing others, as they are not the cause. Your imaginal act is. You alone are doing it. As your imaginal acts influence people, everyone is your pushed out, so when you imagine, you are influencing yourself. Another thing that Neville said is that you should change your conception of yourself and you will automatically change the world in which you live. Do not try to change people. They are only messages telling you who you are. Revalue yourself and they will conform to the change. But Neville wasn't the only one who had realized that. Other amazing people such as Florence Scovel Shinn also shared her idea of how to change people. And she said, "People have said to me, give treatments to change my husband or my brother. I reply, no, I will give treatments to change you. When you change, your husband and your brother will change." Another quote from Florence that I like quite a lot is, "Life is a mirror, and we find only ourselves reflected in our associates. Living in the past is a failure method and a violation of spiritual law. Jesus Christ said, 'Behold, now is the accepted time. Now is the day of salvation.' Lot's wife looked back and was turned into a pillar of salt." Imagine you've just met that person. So there is no story, no baggage. Nothing has ever happened between you two. Who would that person be? How would that person act towards you? This is your decision, okay? So you can put pen to paper and write it all down, what you want to experience with them. But the most important step is that you have to let go of your old assumptions of them. So you have to realize, I have misjudged them. I created a prison for them and said This is how you act within it, okay? And right now, you let this go and you focused on another story. You focused on other behaviors, other qualities, okay? And the trick here is to make this new version alive within you. So you're always choosing to see them as the new version, okay? It doesn't matter what happened in the 3D. What matters is what's more alive within you. So if something doesn't work out in the 3D and you go straight to the old story, there you have it. Now you know that's the most dominant thing that is going on within you. That's how you have been choosing to see them. But if you're like, okay, no problem at all, they are going to conform anyway, because this is who they are in their true nature. And then you go through your affirmations and then you go through your new assumptions. When they are showing up as the old version, that's where you have to persist the hardest. And part of it means not identifying yourself with that version, because that's what we do when we react emotionally towards something or someone. We are identifying ourselves with that story. We are identifying ourselves with the baggage. Of course, I'm not telling you to allow other people to treat you as a doormat or something like that. But you can set boundaries. You can get out of that situation without emotionally involving yourself in that argument, okay? You can tell them exactly what you think and what you want without reacting emotionally to that experience. You have to know what you want, know what you deserve, and know that they can give that to you, and you persist in that idea. But I know we have an ego, and ego believes in separation, so it's like us against them. And sometimes it is difficult to overcome those things that happened in the past, because the ego is like, how are you going to let this go this way, you know? Or the ego is trying to protect you of the same experience over and over again. But that's why you have to really consciously choose what you want to experience and not allow your ego to choose that for you. And you can also add a few affirmations to your own affirmations, to your self-concept affirmations. You can say something like, I am in constant change for the better, and so are people around me. I choose to see the best in people. I can trust that people learn from their mistakes and change. If you use those affirmations and you are always reminding yourself, you know, if I can change, people can change. Yeah, of course, they are you pushed out. They are going to change with you. But as you start adding these affirmations and saturating your mind with the idea, there is no limitations. People can become their best selves. People can become their best versions. Then it should make it easier for you to go through this process of recreating someone. Okay? That's it, guys. Thank you so much for being here. If you like this video, give me a like, subscribe to my channel. We are going to talk soon. Bye, guys.